But today, I want to focus on you and your breathing. Let's take a deep breath in, exhale, and just simply relax. Just today, I want to talk about aeration and air and how it's impact of farming and processing, roasting and brewing, and how it's helped me to create unforgettable coffee experience for you. During my presentation, I would say a couple flavor notes, but no worries to write them all down right now. We have plenty time at the end. So, let's talk about my coffee and how fermentation and air is really important for this processing. So, judges, my coffee comes from Colombia, from beautiful Finca El Paraíso 92, which is grown in 1900 meters above sea level in rich volcanic soil, which has already created a beautiful, unique flavor. The farmer, Wilton Benitez, is not just known as an innovative coffee producer, but he also known for his controlling anaerobic technique, so without air, that can push all of the sweetness of this orange bourbon variety what I'm using today. By reducing air of fermentation process, we can prolong our fermentation up to 96 hours before we put coffee on rising beds for drying. Exactly this combination of aerobic and anaerobic processing pushed and highlighted this flavor of rooibos and vanilla, young strawberry, and rhubarb. And after getting green coffee, I roast this coffee in Cavelogic coffee roaster, which have many benefits, such as start at room temperature and really release the delicate settings of airflow. It's really helped me to get a clean cup of coffee today. By starting at room temperature, I can avoid of scorching of these delicate beans and get really consistent caramelization. With this roasting, we also focused on the Maillard reaction in the middle of roast, and exactly with 210 degrees end temperature and 6 minutes total roasting time, we achieve crisp and elegant finish. This coffee is pretty fresh. It's just 5 days after roasting. As we realized, this coffee needs to breathe exactly 5 days to highlight and open all potential. I pre-grind this coffee in really coarse grind settings using my hand grinder. As we realized, the coarse grind settings really highlight and push the complex acidity of this coffee. And store it in this vacuum-sealed container to avoid the oxidation of these delicate beans. For my brewing technique, I'm using 1:15 ratio and simply start with 20 grams of coffee and 300 grams of 92 degrees water and split my pours in 5 equal stages. Allow the all water drain through with a pause between the pours of 30 seconds. This technique increases my yield and helps get not only vibrant cup but also super juicy and complex. As you see, I'm using a brewer with 60 from Hario, and my 60 are metal. As you realize, the temperature transition is so accurate, highlights the bright flavors of rhubarb. Water, what I'm using today, I make by myself, using the osmosis water and 3 key minerals, such as the magnesium, calcium, and potassium bicarbonate. A total ppm will be 160 with the pH 7. Exactly this hardness and pH gives this coffee really beautiful and lactic acidity through all 3 stages. And now, let's talk about innovation, my server. As you see, I'm using dry ice to compound chill my brew. By fastly cooling down my brew, more volatile compounds can be retained and it preserves more flavor and flavors in aroma, such as get you an aftertaste of taste of orange blossom. Even if I use dry ice to compound chill my brew, due to the design of this carafe, you can be sure that the serving temperature will be about 60 degrees. So you can simply evaluate this coffee in 3 different stages: hot, warm, and cold. Also, my server have bubble in the middle. As it helped me aerate my brew. And aeration, this technique, more known in bartending as my personal background. As adding air to the brew, you can gain more mouthfeel experience and more round body. Thank you so much. And judges, I will ask you to look for a brew time of 3 minutes and 20 seconds. And to aerate it even more, I use another server. As you realize, the aeration of this coffee is really, really important, as it opens all delicate flavor notes from this coffee. And now, judges, let's write some tasting notes. We start from aroma. It will be medium intensity. You will have rooibos vanilla, rhubarb, and young strawberries. Flavor will be medium intensity. When it's hot, you will get young strawberries, rooibos vanilla, and really delicate fresh rhubarb. When it's warm, you will get rooibos vanilla, nectarine, and young strawberries. When it cools down, you will get young strawberries, vanilla, and rhubarb become rhubarb lemonade. Acidity of this coffee is really complex and really supports the sweetness of this coffee. Through all 3 stages will be lactic, but when it's warm and cold, it's become malic and lactic. When it's cooled down, it becomes malic and citric, and it's more sparkly character. What I really love about this coffee is sweetness. It's medium and so bright. Reminds me young, fresh stone fruits. And the mouthfeel of this coffee also changes through 3 different stages. When it's hot, it's more coaty and smooth. When it's medium and warm, it's more smooth and juicy. And when it cools down, it's become juicy and sparkly. With all 3 stages, it will be medium intensity. Please. And now, I will add the aroma. Please. And for you. Thank you. And last but not least is the aftertaste. It's really pleasant, medium intensity. Reminds me orange blossom and the vanilla. May I? Thank you. So judges, I will ask you to drink the coffee directly from the cup through all 3 stages, as you will get different taste experience. May I? Thank you. What I also like about this coffee is all components really support each other and make beautiful harmony. May I? Thank you. So judges, sometimes taking time to breathe benefits us more than we know, because it gives us time to reflect on current knowledge, to not just create something beautiful, but also create unforgettable taste experience, such as that one I tried to create for you. Please, enjoy my coffee. Please, enjoy. Please, enjoy. And this is my time.
And thank you, Vlad Demonenko from Ukraine.